Hi everyone, this is Maria from Vancouver, Canada. And today my subject, it has nothing to do with aesthetics, but I would say it does connect. And basically a lot of women around my age group have asked me this specific question. So I am going to answer it. So welcome to my channel. And if you enjoy it, please do subscribe. Give me a like, share, and please, most of all, comments below, because I do love to answer and get a feedback from you, and also find out what you like. So my subject today is detailed around women that are maturing. How can you look the best you can without competing with a younger generation? So I have 10 points, 10 specific points on how to make you feel great at any age after 40. I am not here to offend anybody. I am here more to give you awareness, because sometimes women at a certain age are stuck in a different era. So if you're in the 90s, you know, you tweeze your eyebrows really thin or whatever. And so I am just bringing some pointers. So if I offend anybody, I am sorry. I am not there to do that. I am here just to give you some pointers. Okay, so point number one, posture. As we get older, we have a tendency to slouch, and it's almost like you're kind of comfortable that way. And at a certain age, you say, you know what, I don't have to impress anybody, so I'm going to just slouch. But by doing that, you are going to cause a lot of problems with your alignment, because if you slouch, you kind of cramp up all your organs, your lungs, your stomach, and your colon, and then you're gonna get other problems. So we can talk about that subject. There's a total different book, a different subject about what happens when you are slouching. So let's talk about another time. So your body posture, and how are you gonna get a good body posture? Is by exercising, taking yoga, and being aware. So if you have a tendency to slouch, bring it back, open your chest, and walk properly. So there is courses that you can take, even if you're taking alignments, like a Bowen treatment. So like a Bowen treatments are amazing. Chiropractic work if you want to do that. But a lot of women to go and take yoga, exercising, that is very essential. And as we get older, women might get osteoporosis. So go and do some exercising, some weights to build up your muscle and your posture. That is essential. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two is your teeth. If let's say you're drinking coffee and whatever, your teeth are yellowing, just go and get yourself a quick kit, a whitening kit. If you have money, if you want to go get a whiten, go to your dentist to get them whitened. But the most natural way that I really feel really strong, and I'm going to do a tutorial on that, is oil pulling. Oil pulling, and that will whiten your teeth naturally. If your teeth are yellow, then you can really show your age, and then you can't smile because you're going to show yellowing, and that is not good. Now another way of doing it to bring your teeth a little bit whiter is by using a lipstick that is a little bit darker than your own lips, own lip color. So if you notice me, I put like a little bit of color so it gives a little bit of contrast. Okay, so whitening your teeth is one thing that you must do to to show that you're younger than what you are. That is only number two. Oh yeah, this is a good one. In the 90s, we used to tweeze our eyebrows very, very thin. And so a lot of, we don't call plucking, okay? Plucking, you pluck a chicken. So we used to tweeze our eyebrows really, really thin. So some of us were not able to grow our eyebrows back the way it used to be. The fashion right now are really thicker eyebrows, if you notice. So the younger generation has really these, which I don't agree with them very much because they're like so heavy. So, but if your eyebrows are really pencil thin, like we used to do it, Pamela Anderson, like beautiful model in the 90s, she tweezed her eyebrows really thin. So that's what we did too. But so if your eyebrows are really thin, guess what you can do? You have to find an amazing tattoo artist, which does permanent makeup, and I know one that is really, really good. So you do a comment below, and I will give you her name, or she can call you, whatever. And she's here in Vancouver. So the next thing that I would like the women in my age group to be a little bit aware is about your hands. Hands shows a lot about your age group, so we need to take care of it. Now, of course, it's about nutrition, it's about eating properly so you don't get arthritis and all that stuff, because knobbly hands, it will give you away. And also your skin, how nice does it look? Is it full of age spots? Okay, so you do need to protect your hands and your face from the sun. That's number one. So you can use some natural SPF products, but the most of all, to use products that it will take care of the age spots. So we're talking about the skin itself. NRF2 products are amazing. So if you want information on that, please put a comment below and I will give you that information. But the color, the polish on your nails will take away from people to look at your age spots. Okay, so to have a nice color, and it doesn't have to be a dark color, it could be like a nice coral, a nice warm pink, a color that you feel comfortable with. Also, the shape of your nails. Now, I rarely wear polish because I do facial, skincare and all that, so that I can't, because some people are allergic to the polish. Plus, I have really short square nails, and that is because that's what I like. But the fashion now are pointy, or the pointy, or the called ballerina. They're also the what's it called, there's one name, the coffin, all those names. At our age, we don't really look good with those pointy fingernails, but we could do them oval. Okay, nice oval shape or oval pointy, that is good. So to try to be a little bit into the fashion so you don't show your age, that is a good thing. So on your hands, protect your hands from the sun. Apply creams that will help with age spots. Now, some people will have different products, like different glycolic and hydroquinone, natural hydroquinone, and all the stuff will help, but that is temporary. To find a product which has NRF2 activation, that will rejuvenate the skin from within. So let's look at another thing. The newer generation, we're talking about the 20 and the 30-year-olds, do not wear heavy jewelry. Have you noticed that? And but however, you'll notice individually in the 40, 50, 60, they wear a lot of heavy jewelry. That will give you away. So try to think about what jewelry can you wear. If you look at the younger generation, they will have maybe studs or little loops like this. They will have like a little chain like this, or something really cute with a little diamond. Maybe only one ring. They will wear one ring, not tons like in the 60s. In the 80s, 90s, we had like rings in every single finger. That was the fashion. If you do that, it will give you away. You don't have to show all your jewelry all at once. The Fitbit is in. These cute little things are in. So try to be you don't have to be totally exactly what this young generation is doing, but mimic a little bit so we can kind of fit in. So they will wonder, I wonder how old she is. That's what you want. So my next point is about hair. And I know that I will get a few individuals that will not agree with this point, but hopefully I'll get more yay than nay. As you get older, believe it or not, you need to shorten your hair. You cannot have the long hair. Have you ever had the experience that you see somebody from the back and she has beautiful blonde hair or black hair or whatever cascading down to her shoulder, and from the back you can tell, whoa, this person is really fit and she is with a Lululemon or really nice jeans or whatever, and then as you turn and look at her in her face, you take it back because she is not 20 or 30 years old. She might be in her 60s. So as you get older, the first rule is to shorten your hair. It doesn't have to be short, but it has to be at least in the shoulder length and also opened up, okay? Because if you have it straight down, it actually draws your tissues down. It makes you look older. Plus the color of your hair has to be 1 or 2 shades lighter than your own natural hair color. Okay, and that is really important. So shoulder length, 1 or 2 shades lighter than your own natural hair color. And also another thing that a lot of this younger generation, if you notice, they pull it up and something like this. They pull it up nicely. It's like somewhat loose. And this is also really fashionable, really in. And it actually, look, it makes you look younger and happier. So this is a really important point. Next, over tanning. Over tanning. You know, the individuals around my age group, 50s or 60s, they tan and tan. They might think that you look healthy looking, but it's not in. So to over tan is not in unless you're doing bodybuilding, and for that specific that you spray tan yourself, that is okay for that reason. But to over tan thinking that you look healthier, not really. It really dates you, and also you will cause extra age spots. So over tanning, it is and not a good idea. However, a little bit of tanning is good because you acquire the vitamin D, and that is essential for your bones and health and everything. So a little bit is good. Overdoing it, ladies, no. So I'm going to do the next point, which is point number 8. I hope that you're enjoying this, and if you do, continue listening to me, subscribe, and give me pointers. Let me know what you think about this tutorial. My next one is about clothing, and everybody decides what they want to wear. But to be a little bit into the fashion without really following it 100%, because there's certain fashion that is not correct from my point of view as you get older. We in the 40s, 50s, 60s, you don't have to compete with the younger BB boppers, do you? I don't think so. I don't really want to be 20 years old again, and I don't have to wear high-cut skirts and low-cut shirts and mini skirts and shorts that are too short. I don't have to. And plus, if you do, it shows that your tissues are a little bit not as firm as they used to be. So try to wear clothing that are somewhat revealing, but at the same time, you don't have to reveal everything. So the skirt can be at the knee. And if your arms are not too firm, then wear tops up to here, or something that is shimmery, that it covers a little bit your skin and your muscle that are not as firm that as they used to be. Now, I know that I will get some no-nos from some of my friends and people that are on YouTube that they don't agree. But I truly believe that at a certain age, there are certain colors or certain fashions that do not look good after a certain age. But that is my opinion. So we don't have to compete with the younger generation and using and wearing skimpy clothing. Let's keep our wisdom respectfully, so people can respect who we are and the road that we have traveled and the wrinkles that we have. There's a reason why we have them, because we've been on this earth a little bit longer than the 20-year-old. So respect my wisdom, respect me as a person, but you do need to show it by the way you dress up, the way your composure and the way you walk, and that you show that you are mature. My next point is makeup. I believe less is better than more when you get a certain age. Why do I say that? Well, have you noticed a lot of the celebrities wear way too much makeup? And you can see the makeup. And they have the Botox and the collagen injections, and the lips looks like that. We know that they've been pinned and prod and cut up and pulled up and stuff like that. That is a choice that you can make. I feel natural beauty is a lot nicer. But for example, hopefully she's still alive, Betty White. You know what? She has her white hair, she has her wrinkles, but I find her more beautiful than some of these celebrities that they think that they're beautiful. I'm not going to mention any names because it's better not that I don't say anything. But we know exactly who they are. So for me, makeup is a camouflage. It is an illusion that you need to apply properly without people saying, oh, gee, yeah, look at that eyeshadow. Oh my goodness, look at those lips. Oh my goodness. You don't want that at a certain age. So, foundation. Well, if you have a lot of age spots, you might want to apply a little bit of mineral makeup. Mineral makeup is basically a powder, and it has SPF 30, and it applies really nicely. Now with me, I have no foundation on my skin. I do have a very good moisturizer with the NRF2 factor in, which it rejuvenates the skin. I used to have a lot of age spots, but because I'm using this specific product, a lot of my age spots on my hands and on my face are gone. So I'm really excited about that. If you want to know about it, look at the link below. NRF2 activation. So I wear no foundation at all, but if I go out in the sun or if I want a little bit more evenness, I will apply a little bit of mineral makeup. The next thing that I feel that's really important or essential is good eyebrows, because I tweezed my eyebrows, so my eyebrows are a little bit thinner than this, and so I did get my person that I know to fix my eyebrows a little bit, to make them a little bit thicker. So usually every day I will put a little bit of eyebrow powder or eyebrow pencil just to give a little bit of a lift. That's one thing. And I do apply a little bit of eyeshadow. It's not very much, just a little bit of warm tones eyeshadow just to emphasize my eyes, and mascara. That's it. On my lips, I usually like to wear something that is a little bit on the neutral side with a little bit of color, so I can give a little bit more contrast with my teeth. Sometimes I will apply a little bit of gloss to give a little bit of a luminosity, and that's about it. This is my makeup, and I really believe less is better than more, because if you apply tons of foundation, it will crack in midday, and so then you have to fix it. If you apply tons of eyeshadow and eyeliner, what it gives you more harshness. So my belief is less is more. That is what I take, and I really believe in that because it gives you a nice glow. And that's it for me. A little bit is better than too much. I know this tutorial has been a little bit long, but this is my last point, and I find this is the most important point, and then I'm done. Don't be too serious about life. You know, you've reached a certain age, and be grateful that you are 50, 60, and or 70 or 80. And so be grateful and don't be so serious. Have you noticed a lot of times our older folks have a bad attitude? Like, I've been on this earth longer than you, so do respect me, blah, blah. No. Yeah, the young generation don't want to hear that. Move over, please. Move over. You know, but when you see an older person in her 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and she has an amazing attitude, you are drawn to that. So that being pleasant, it gets like, that's what they say, a little bit of honey, it gets you a lot further than vinegar. So as you get older, so women, if you are, this could be also for men. When you're around 50, 60, you have, maybe your skin is not as firm. Maybe your body is not as perky as it used to be, but you have the wisdom. You have the wisdom. So be happy. Be like, you have the wisdom, you have the experience, you've been around, you can give people ideas because you've been around the block a few times. So don't pick up the victim role of being like, oh, poor me, you know, or I don't have to take it from you type of attitude. Because we are in this world to learn and then to give back to the community, to the younger generation with respect. So if you respect the younger generation, in turn, they will respect you. So no matter if you are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, we are on this world for a certain amount of time. Whatever you believe is up to you. But while we are here, let's treat each other with respect and give it back to the community. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. It's been a little bit on the longer side. Share it with others, and if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I will talk with you soon. Oh, remember the little bell, wherever the bell is. So when I'm on, you can see me right away. Take care.